It was a Tuesday morning. Sarah was making breakfast when she heard something she'll never forget. Not a cry, not a scream. Silence. The kind of silence that a mother knows in her gut is wrong. She ran upstairs, pushed open her 3-year-old son Liam's bedroom door, and what she saw made her drop to her knees. Liam was on the floor. His body was shaking violently. His eyes had rolled back. His lips were turning blue. Sarah did what most of us would do in that moment. She screamed. She grabbed him. She shook him. She begged him to wake up. And then, just as suddenly as it started, it stopped. Liam went completely still. If you've ever watched a child seize, you know there are no words for that terror. And if you haven't, I need you to keep watching, because what Sarah didn't know in that moment could have made everything so much worse. Let's rewind 12 hours. The night before, Liam had been a little off, fussy, not eating much. He felt warm, but Sarah checked his temperature, 100.2 degrees, and thought, okay, it's just a mild fever. She gave him some children's Tylenol, tucked him in, kissed his forehead, and went to bed. What Sarah didn't know is that somewhere inside Liam's body, his immune system was going to war. A rhinovirus, a common cold virus, had triggered a full inflammatory response. His temperature wasn't going to stop at 100.2. By 6 a.m., it had climbed to 104.8 degrees. And Liam's brain, still developing, still maturing, was not equipped to handle that spike. Here's something most parents don't realize. It's not how high the fever gets that triggers a febrile seizure. It's how fast the temperature rises. The speed of that climb is what disrupts the electrical activity in a young child's brain. And when that disruption is severe enough, the brain misfires all at once. That's a seizure. And it happens to 1 in every 25 children under age 5. 1 in 25. Chances are you know a child it's happened to. But here's what I really need you to understand, because this is the part that changes everything. What did Sarah do in that room? Grabbing Liam, shaking him, trying to wake him? It was the exact wrong thing to do. And it's exactly what almost every parent does. When Liam seized, his brain was caught in an electrical storm. Neurons were firing uncontrollably, all at the same time, like a citywide power surge. His muscles contracted rhythmically. That's the shaking Sarah saw. His eyes rolled back because the muscles controlling them were firing too. His lips turned blue as the muscles in his chest seized, briefly restricting his breathing. It was terrifying to watch. But inside Liam's brain, no damage was being done. Simple febrile seizures, the kind most children have, last under 5 minutes, involve the whole body, and leave 0 lasting effects on the brain. No memory loss, no cognitive damage, no long-term neurological impact. Study after study confirms this. The danger in that room wasn't the seizure. The danger was well-meaning panic. Shaking a seizing child can cause injury. Putting something in a seizing child's mouth, fingers, a spoon, anything, can cause broken teeth, bites, or choking. Restraining the child's limbs can break bones. And yet, those are the instincts that kick in when fear takes over. So what do you actually do? What is the one thing, the only thing you should do in the first moments of a febrile seizure? Nothing. Step 1, stay calm. I know, easier said, but your child needs a functional parent. Step 2, look at the clock. Start timing the seizure the moment it begins. This is critical information that doctors will need. Step 3, gently lower your child to the floor if they're not already there. Clear away anything hard or sharp nearby. Step 4, turn them on their side, what's called the recovery position. This keeps the airway open and prevents choking if they vomit. Do not put anything in their mouth. Do not hold their tongue. The child cannot swallow their tongue. That is a myth. Step 5, do not restrain them. Let the seizure run its course. Step 6, call 911 if the seizure lasts more than 5 minutes, if the child doesn't wake up after it stops, if there's a second seizure, or if the child is having trouble breathing. Most febrile seizures stop on their own within 1 to 3 minutes. Liam's lasted 2 minutes and 14 seconds. When it was over, he lay still and confused, what doctors call the post-ictal phase. He didn't know where he was. He didn't recognize his mom at first. He was exhausted in a way that went bone deep. Sarah called 911 anyway, which was absolutely the right call for a first-time seizure. The paramedics arrived, took his temperature, 104.1. At the ER, they confirmed it. A simple febrile seizure triggered by a viral infection. Liam was discharged by noon. He went home. He ate half a grilled cheese sandwich, he watched cartoons, and Sarah sat in the kitchen and cried for an hour. Because here's the thing nobody talks about. The aftermath of a febrile seizure isn't just medical, it's emotional. And the question that haunts every parent afterward is the one the ER doctor hadn't fully answered. Will it happen again? About 1 in 3 children who have a febrile seizure will have another one. The risk is highest in the first 2 years after the first episode. The factors that increase the odds: a first seizure before age 18 months, a lower fever at the time of the first seizure, a family history of febrile seizures, or a short time between the fever starting and the seizure occurring. Liam had 2 of those 4 risk factors, and 6 months later, he seized again. This time, Sarah knew exactly what to do. She timed it. She turned him on his side. She cleared the space around him. She stayed on the floor with him, and she breathed. 2 minutes, 40 seconds, then it was over. She called the pediatrician. She did not go to the ER because Liam had a fever, came out of it alert, and was back to himself within 20 minutes. She handled it because she was prepared. Liam is 7 now. He hasn't had a seizure since he turned 6. Most kids outgrow febrile seizures entirely by age 5 or 6, as their developing brains become more stable. He doesn't remember any of it. Sarah remembers all of it. She told me recently the seizure didn't hurt him. My panic almost did. I just wish someone had told me what it actually was before it happened. That's why this video exists. If you have a child under 5, save this. Send it to every parent you know. Because febrile seizures are incredibly common, they look catastrophic, and they are almost always survivable without intervention. Know the signs, know the steps, stay calm. Your child's brain, already doing the hard work of becoming, is counting on it.